Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that can be extremely efficient for most of you out there when you're trying to do the spider tournament, right? If we're talking about the spider dungeon, it's one of the ones that come up as a tournament during fusions, during whatever. We have the turn attack. However, when we have the way that we have it right now, right, we have a spider tournament, and then at the same time we do have a kind of like, you know, the Asgardian deck of fate, but this one gives us points for upgrading champions. So if you're one of the ones that decided to actually go for this one, which, you know, I had a pretty interesting video yesterday where I kind of you know, talked about my, I don't know what the best word, I guess my rant. It was a rant about what's happening and my disgust with it, but anyway, that's not the subject. So what I want to talk about today, like I said, is I'm going to show you some easy ways to do the spiders then, but at the same time farm food, which means get champion training tournament points or champion training event points, right? It's one of those things that maybe if you're somebody that's a low spender or free to play and you're always trying to be as efficient as possible with your resources, well, looking at something like this might be the best way so that you don't miss any fusion if you're one of those collectors, right? If you're somebody that always wants to do every single one of the fusions, you want to collect everything, then this type of a strategy of, you know, soloing is going to be the best one. So what I prepared for you is basically a top 5 of, you know, top 5 heroes that can solo the spider with food champs. So it's going to be different champions, but at the same time it's also going to be different levels, right? So I kind of prepared everything over here, so let's start with the first one. So most of them I already have videos on it. I guess I'm just going to link those videos in the description of this one. I guess I prepared it quite a while back, but the first one I want to talk about is going to be Akoth the Seared, right? Most of us should have Akoth. It might be weird that you see me in the back, but you know, this video is from a while back. However, I wanted to show you because the first one that, like I said, makes it the easiest is Akoth the Seared, and the reason why I like it so much is because, well, it is on stage 20, which is the most efficient stage when it comes to points gained per energy used, right? So doing stage 20 might be the most efficient one. And secondly, the reason why I like it so much is because Akoth the Seared is a free epic, right? He's the second epic that you get from the Tomb Tower normal, from doing the secret room. So somewhere around playing the game for 9 months to 1 year, you should be having Akoth the Seared, and you should be easily doing this one. As you can see, it takes 1 minute and 38. You know, it's not extremely slow. At the same time, I'm farming food with 4 champions, right? Again, the reason why he's so good is because he has this one over here, the AoE burn. Also, he also has the cool thing on the A1, he puts decreased crit rate, which means you cannot be critically hit by the main spider, right? If you land this one on the spider, because, well, they only have 15% crit rate, so having this one definitely helps you, so you 100%, I mean, normally you should not be critically hit on stage 20 because it's your strong affinity, and when you're strong affinity, you cannot be critically hit by you know, your wrong affinity. So his magic spirit cannot crit him unless they get an increased crit rate. I think the way that they make it work is they lose 15% crit rate or something like that. So first one is Akoth. Again, there's gonna be a link in the description with this video. He's a pretty cool one, I really like it, and that's the first one I want to talk about. Now the second one that we're gonna talk about is going to be somebody that might be a little bit more underrated, and that's going to be, let me just show you, where is he? Come on. The second one's going to be Crypt King Graal, right? He's one of those ones that used to be really good in the past because he was amazing when we only had normal stages of spider, because not only does he bring AoE HP burn, right? Crypt King Graal brings that, but he also brings the freeze. Let me actually show you exactly his kit so make it sit easier. But no, Scissoring Carton, they kind of look similar, not the one that I'm talking about, this one over here, right? So he brings an AoE HP burn on the A2, you don't need to have him booked. Then he also brings an AoE freeze and HP burn debuff extension on, you know, everybody that has a HP burn, he triggers it, he takes it up to 3 turns. So double AoEs, burn, freeze on the spiderlings, which means they're not going to attack you. And he also brings a decreased attack on the A1 for the main spider, which basically gives you more survivability as well, right? And brings an HPR in all battles. So Crypt King Graal is another one of those really cool ones, and it's not like you're gonna invest in him just for spider. He's gonna also be useful for Sorath and basically any other area where you want to use him for HP burn and some control freeze like Sintranos, right? So definitely check the video. Like I said, I'm gonna link this one for Crypt King Graal. He does the same thing, but he can do stage 24 on normal. I think he can actually even do some hard stages, but not sure how many. Depends on the speed. He doesn't really kill the spiderlings fast enough, so it might be tricky. However, if you want to do stage 24 or stage 20, he's the perfect person to do that. Now, moving over to hard stage as well, the next one that's going to be one of the best ones, that's going to be Artak, right? Artak is amazing because he's one of the ones where you know, most of us that played for 2 years should have him. He was a free champion. However, if you don't have him as a free champion, but you pulled him, well, he's going to be good because he can do stage 1, 5 or even 9 if you have strong enough gear of this hard spider, right? Again, the reason why he is so good and like better than Crypt King Graal is because what Artak brings is not only does he do the AoE HP burn, right, but he also brings activation, which makes it basically, like I said, easier to do hard stages, because on hard stages HP burn is not the best. However, by activating those burns and doing some AoE hits, because he has AoEs on the A1 as well, you can also kill the spiderlings, which means you're gonna do more damage to the main spider. And not only that, not only can he solo spider, but he's also really good at Ice Golem, right? Or any other areas where you need AoE HP burn. With AoE decrease attack, HP burn activations, you can use them in the same build in Hydra. So 100% Artak is one of the ones that you might want to consider using as a solo strategy. Again, link to this video is going to be in the description. Maybe I should have not closed it because I'm going to have to put all the links. But anyway, moving on, next one. This is kind of like the one that blew my mind when I first saw it. And this is somebody that can solo Spider 10 hard, again with 4 food champions, and it's a free legendary. It does take a while before we get her, but I'm talking about Arix, right? This is really cool because when Arix was released, everybody was like, you know what, this champion sucks, I don't like her, nobody liked her, she was useless. However, over time we noticed that she can be really quirky in arena, and with a specific build, which again you're gonna see in this video that I'm gonna link at the end of this one, in a specific build she can do this, right? Solo spider on stage 10 hard, and she does it pretty fast, right? 1 minute. That's really impressive. Again, I was really impressed when I first saw this, and there's 2 ways to do this one, right? There's one way where you need lifesteal, and a second way where you work with masteries. But again, I'm not gonna go too much in depth with this because you can go and check it out from the link that I'm gonna have at the end. And then the last one that I really like is one of the more recent ones that we got from playing the game. You know, that's gonna be Thor, right? Thor was the latest fusion, apart from, you know, Jeroboam, which is going on right now if you're watching this in October. If not, if you pull him, maybe if you watch this later, Thor can actually do the same thing, but the cap or the limit that I managed to get to him is stage 5. And I'm so impressed with him because, again, kind of like same way with Arix, he does it pretty fast, right? He does it in around a minute or under a minute, as you can see over here. And same principle, you can bring 4 food champions, and you know what? The thing is, the build that you're gonna give him, even though you might not, you know, it might not be the best one for this, because the build that I have him is a bit quirky, it might still be useful for other areas of the game. So it's kind of like, I would not suggest building him just for this, but you know what, you can give it a shot, right? If you really need somebody and you don't have anybody else, and maybe you're not using Thor anywhere else, then this could be a perfect spot for him to just solo spider. Again, link to this video is going to be in the description of this video. So that's pretty much the top 5. I'm quite sure there's going to be other ones out there. Like, the easiest way that you can see it when we're talking about normal stages is go through your roster, go to debuffs, and see who brings AoE HP burns, right? Who does it? Obviously, somebody like Aphidas could even do it, but in a specific build. Then, who else? Already talked about Artak, Crypt King Graal, maybe even Supreme Gale could do it. Drank could be another one that can do it on normal stages. Sulfurion, Tunisia. So most of them, they bring AoE HP burn, but also bring some activation. That's the best way to do it on normal stages. And then when we're talking about hard stages, well, it's a bit more difficult, but for hard stages, it's usually going to be people that have AoEs on the A1, A2, maybe even A3, so that you can kill the spiderlings before the main spider devours them. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy these types of videos, so that next time we have something like a dragon, I can do the same thing, right? Do a video on the top 5 or top 10, whatever, champions that can solo those dungeons and also farm food at the same time to be as efficient as possible. So yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.